We are so excited and honored for you to hang out with us this afternoon for our 5th virtual Women's Empowerment session. Lioness Queens, we are going to have a great time this afternoon sharing, inspiring, empowering, laughing and celebrating who we are. Tonight's special episode is about aromatherapy and essential oils. Without further delay, let's introduce our host and co-host for the evening.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the I Am Series Women's Empowerment Session.
Yes.
I'm host, Reverend Dr. Marisha, and my co-host,
Reverend Sherry. Hey, everybody.
Hey. So let us know you're here. Let us know you're here. We want to see some shout outs. Please start a watch party. Share this video because we are going to have an awesome time tonight.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You know, I had a song. You
What
want to
song?
hear it? You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Happy Friday to ya. Happy Friday to ya. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Whoop.
Happy Friday. Friday. They say Friday now. Friday.
Friday. That sounds French.
We come up with all kinds of stuff.
We do. So we are excited for you to be here with us. So, Reverend Sherry, what you drinking this afternoon?
So today I'm drinking some Bigelow tea, but it's called I Love Lemon with Vitamin C herbal tea. That's good. What you drinking?
I'm drinking chamomile. However,
but you can't be falling asleep.
Oh, chamomile. Oh, it's supposed to make you sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it'll relax me because I'm really on 10 right now. It'll help relax me. However, I would love to have a medicine ball right now. I would love to have a medicine
ball. Oh, yeah. Have you had one this season?
Ball by Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
However, I found the ingredients.
Tell them what's in it.
It is Tiavana. It's the peach tranquil tea. And then it's the jade citrus tea, peppermint syrup, and honey, and lemonade. Yes. I'm going to have to try to make that myself at home instead of spending, even though the teas are a little bit more, they're cheaper than the coffee, but yeah. But the medicine ball, if you've never had it.
It's the bomb. It is the bomb.
It gives you life. It gives you, yes. So we have a special treat tonight. We're so excited. We're talking about aromatherapy, essential oils, and I will be doing a live demo how to make a shower melt. I've been trying to do shout outs all week about this episode, and I'm so excited it's here. I'm ready to burst.
Well, let's work.
I'm ready to burst. So you know how we do it. I do it on Lioness Queen podcast, and we do it here on the I Am series. We love to start out with a poem.
Yeah.
And today's poem is called Autumn. And it says, nothing as fine as an autumn day, with the smell in the air of fresh mown hay. Each tree is a wonder of beauty untold. Each leaf brushed with color, a sight to behold. There's a nip in the air, crisp, cool, and clear, to remind us that winter soon will be here. But for now, we have autumn, the show off of seasons, my favorite by far, and these are the reasons. Yes, by June Kellum, and that was beautiful, right?
It was beautiful. It was fall. Fall is such a beautiful time. But I have to admit, I'm a summer girl, so I hate to see summer go. I hate to see it go.
I know. I know. I'm a summer girl too, even though I do love seeing the fall colors.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that piece. I don't know. It's just something about the changing of the trees.
Hmm.
It does something.
It is the most beautiful season of the year for sure.
It is.
It is.
It is. So we're going to start out with a lioness queen. We're going to showcase a lioness queen diva.
Hmm.
Businesses, yes. So we want to showcase uniquely you designs. And actually, that business creates jewelry, apparel, and also recently started creating soaps and homemade scrubs. And so they customly design things uniquely that you want and desire. And so, what an awesome business and an awesome way to customize things that you may want, either even for your business or personal, or for your church. Or And so they have a new body collection with various new homemade products, body scrubs and soaps. And actually, I have a sample of one, if you can see it. And this one is it's called Pink Lemonade Himalayan
Mm.
Sea Salt Hand and Body Scrub. And so the ingredients are coconut oil, almond oil, peppermint essential oil, and lemon essential oil. And one thing I really like about these body scrubs, I use them after I wash my hands, and then my hands don't feel dry, and I don't have to really use lotion.
Mm.
So definitely check out Uniquely You Designs. The website is www.uniquelyyoudesigns.net. And you can also find them on IG and Facebook, Uniquely You Designs. Let me type it right now in the chat so you can check them out. Definitely, they make a variety of different things, and
Mhm.
definitely some beautiful jewelry as well. So,
Oh yeah,
mhm.
t-shirts, you name it. And I mean, you get a little hungry when you look at the soaps too, because I mean, they look like they could be edible. Don't try it though. It does
Don't try
not.
it. Don't try
Don't
it. Don't try it.
don't do that.
I know, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started right and dive right into our topic for this afternoon, aromatherapy. And it's really interesting how aromatherapy, researchers say that it's an emerging art of healing,
Hmm.
through
Hmm.
essential oils, right?
Hmm.
It's therapeutic for the mind, body, and soul. And it's extracted from earth, extracted from plants, flowers, stems, roots, and other parts to improve our psychological and mental and physical health, right?
Hmm.
I think it's really interesting how they talked about it. It impacts our nasal receptors in a way
Hmm.
to our brain. And then it has the ability to activate our brain in certain areas that play a role in our limbic system, which also controls our emotions. So I was kind of curious as to, um, so how is it that some oils or scents that we smell impact our mood?
Hmm.
I mean, and so like for the question is, what smell gives you life? Very sure. What smell, like for you, what smell gives you life?
Does it have to be an essential oil, or are you
It
just
does not,
talking?
it does not have to be an essential oil. And audience, you let us know what smell, when you smell it, it gives you life.
So I love fresh scents.
Oh,
It
fresh,
has to be a fresh scent.
a fresh
Yeah.
scent. Okay.
Like soapy, something soapy, fresh, not perfumey.
Okay.
Man, yeah.
Okay. So you know what mine is?
Mm-mm.
Bacon.
Mm.
Bacon gives me life.
Wow.
I love bacon. I mean, there are a lot of scents that I can say I love, but it's something about that swine, that bacon. I'm sorry, I still eat swine. I do.
Well, that's because it makes you hungry. That's why.
Well, then the question is, what smell makes you hungry?
Mm.
What smell makes you hungry? Type it in the chat, audience. What smell
Well,
makes you hungry?
I tell you what. I don't know what. Well, I'm trying to think. What I was cooking ribs the other night via
Mm,
crock pot. Okay. And I literally woke up hungry to the smell of that. So
Uh,
I guess that's wine too, huh?
yeah, it's wine too. So bacon makes me hungry. What about what makes you gag?
Oh, the smell of chitlins being cooked.
See.
Mhm. Yes,
Oh, what? That's swine. Swine again.
that is wine.
Swine again. Swine is winning on both sides.
Ooh.
So I would say for me, cigarette smoke.
Mm.
Because I'm asthmatic, and so anything smoky, it really.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But interesting. What's interesting about it though is research says it really doesn't impact our mood the way we think. It's more of associative learning
Mm-hmm.
based on
Mm.
experiences we've had with scents. That is what determines whether we like it or not. Even before we were born, even in our mother's womb,
Mm.
say that different flavor compounds comes through like the amniotic fluid, and it gives us a preference for certain things, odors, flavors, right, and even food. And so it can even happen even before we were even born.
That is something right there.
Yeah, that associative learning basically kind of determines. So they even said like mothers who smoked,
Mm-hmm.
typically the babies are used to it. It doesn't bother them at all, and they have a preference to smell it.
Mm.
Yeah. So it positive and negative ways,
Right.
right?
Right.
We learn in that way, associative learning. It was really interesting. So the question is essential oils. So let's go right deep into essential oils, Reverend Sherry. So what about essential oils? What essential oils have you found and the benefits of them?
All right. Well, I mean, as you've already stated, essential oils, that natural pathic um, um, healing method is the way to go at this particular point in time. It is increasing, the way people are not taking medication anymore, or they're kind of like putting medicine to the side and they're looking for more natural approaches to healing. That thing is big right now, and they're expecting it to increase probably like by 8% over by 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So people are looking more into naturopathic ways of solving their health issues and stuff. And so it's just a popular thing today. As you said, it does come from a plant, and I mean the benefits are huge, right? Um, it's good for detoxing, good for making antibacterial stuff. We need hand sanitizer and all those kind of products to clean the day. Toothpaste, soaps, skincare, you name it, um, mental and physical health issues, essential oils is just the way, the different types of ways you can use it, topical, you can inhale it, or you can ingest some,
Yeah, yeah.
some. You can't ingest all. And so, depending on what the person's medical situation is, it is always recommended to talk to a healthcare professional before you ingest anything. And even if you're putting it on top, using it as a cream or whatever, you got to test your skin, because some essential oils are pure and then some are concentrated. So depending on how your skin or your body reacts to certain things,
Mm-hmm.
you could have a reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
But very big in this time and season, but the benefits are definitely great. Um, there are some that are like very, very good for healing and boosting up our immune system. I took the liberty to kind of like look up some. So rosemary is big on helping us with increasing our brain function and memory, stimulating hair growth,
Mm-hmm.
muscles and chronic pain. It helps with that. Then
Uh-huh.
we think about, stop laughing. Then we think about.
Well, I was thinking the front of my head. You said hair growth, so you know.
And then, peppermint is known to eradicate the most stubborn antibiotic resistant bacteria.
Oh, wow.
So you can use this to treat like the flu or cold symptoms and viruses. Just some good stuff. Oregano makes positive changes to your blood count, can eradicate parasites. How about that? Lemon can help with lymph drainage. Fights inflammation, gets rid of free radicals in your body. Lavender is one that's commonly used. Yeah. They say it's best used topical, good for relaxation and sleep, and good to treat like bruises and lacerations and cuts as well. Now, when I saw this one, I got really happy. Frankincense.
Yeah.
Frankincense. So just took my mind to frankincense and myrrh, the gifts that were given to Jesus when he was born. And I was like, oh God, that thing got to be powerful, right? To be in the Bible, right? I haven't done my research yet, but I just know that because it's in there, it's got to be something good about it. But it's a great healing property. And guess what they say for cancer? Great healing property for cancer. And it improves the immune system. And eucalyptus is good too. So, I mean, there are a variety of benefits to using it. And it's just the way to go at this point.
It is. And it's so interesting that FDA doesn't approve it. And it's like all essential oils come from earth.
Yeah. Well, you know what that is, right?
Well, they want to make the money. So
that's right.
So let me create man-made. But God, Adam and Eve figured some things out. I'm pretty sure they got cuts. I'm pretty sure they had bruises. I'm pretty sure certain things happened when Adam was working in the garden, right? They were able to use things of the earth,
right,
in order to heal. And right. Like you had mentioned, like the antiseptic and using things for bruises and cuts and things of that nature, even to clean your hands.
Right.
And so it's just to me, we need to start thinking more holistic, right?
Yeah.
Because there are just a lot of things that we can do at home in order to either build our immune system or protect ourselves. The question is, a lot of people talk about whether or not it's safe. And so like you talked about, if you have any medical condition, if you have any skin conditions too, those are things you definitely want to check with your doctor first. You know what I mean? And then also how some of them you can drink, but they also can affect different organs of your bodies, your kidneys, they can affect your liver. And so you have to be really careful, with ingesting essential oils. But it's interesting. There are people out there who study aromatherapy, and so there are people out there called aromatherapists who this is what they've studied, and they study to figure out whatever your needs are or concern is. They'll try to create a regimen to help you in whatever area you need.
Right.
Yeah. And so, of course, you might not say there's one on every corner, but they are out there.
Right. But it's, I think it's worth it too. The reason why it's probably not approved by the FDA, like you said, is because of money. Medication, but at the same time, medication is probably killing us too, because you're treating one thing and then something else is going bad behind it, so it's like,
so you have side effects to those,
right?
Side effects to medicine. And so what type of other methods can we use in order to help, because things happen,
Yeah.
things happen. And that's definitely during COVID.
Right.
So you kind of have to be creative. And
Oh,
so one, we ran out of Lysol. We ran out of wipes. We ran out of cleaning like
it's
solutions.
still hard to find Lysol.
You still can't. I can't find no Lysol. I can't find Lysol. So
Uniquely designed. The owner of Uniquely Designed, she may be able to find some. She's skilled like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. So so for example, when COVID happened and you couldn't find wipes, I had to make my own wipes. You know what I mean? And so you have to be creative in that regard. And so you can use essential oils
To make antibacterial sprays, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so I cut a roll of paper towel into 3 parts. Found a plastic container. I found some Fabuloso. Beautiful smell, beautiful scent. You would think that's some essential oils in that, but I'm sure it isn't. And so I made my own. I diluted it with water and made my own wipes,
Right.
So you have to kind of think of creative ways. We never know if we're going to go back into that type of like pandemonium type of ordeal, but you just have to think outside of the box. And essential oils is a way.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's definitely a way. And so I know you talked about using it on your skin. And in different ways to help heal certain properties of your skin. I just know you also need what they call a carrier oil. So, because it is so strong, especially a pure form. And that was interesting too, where everybody doesn't make a pure form. So oftentimes a lot of the ones you see are concentrated. They're concentrated. But if you mix it with a carrier oil, so like olive oil, almond oil, coconut oil, even canola, you want to use some canola oil, you want to use some grease.
Yeah. And don't forget, just test a small spot.
But that would be very similar to if you were relaxing your hair, if you were coloring your hair. And so oftentimes on the box, it'll say, test a certain small part first, right? And so it just depends if you have sensitive skin or you don't. Everybody's skin is different. And so, you have to figure out what works for you, but they can also cause rashes and burns, very harmful reactions. So it's best to test a small area if you've never tried them before.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you've never tried them before. So we want to do another shout out for another Lioness Queen Diva this afternoon. So this business is called Motherland Essentials. And I had to ask her, how do I pronounce it? And it is the way I said it, Motherland Essentials. And I love it. So the business provides products that promote and protect your skin. Features ethically sourced, holistic, high quality, affordable skincare products that help you look and feel your absolute best. The products they use pure essential oils instead of harsh chemicals, preservatives, parabens, and other additives not healthy for our skin. And so it's so interesting when you go on their website, you can actually choose your skin type, and then it will list the products for your skin type.
Oh, wow.
Right. So if your skin is oily, dry, aging, or even if you have hyperpigmentation, so like people who have eczema, she has products definitely for each category. So I just got mine this week actually. And so they come like in these really pretty, really beautiful organza bags, right? And so this soap is called Minty Fresh Lemongrass Bar. And So the ingredients are shea butter base. So that is the carrier, right? Like we were talking about. And it has lemongrass, peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus, and dandelion leaf. Right? And then the other one I got is turmeric and charcoal healing bar.
Wow.
So in this one, again, shea butter, again, that's the base, infused with turmeric, charcoal, tea tree oil, aloe vera oil, vitamin E, mugwort, and eucalyptus oil. I've never heard of mugwort, but all essential oils and things from plants. And then I have also like a body butter as well. Again, it comes in another organza bag, and this one is called Yum Yum Nay Butter. Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so definitely check her out. I'm gonna post the her website, but it's called Motherland Essential Oils, and also you can find her on Instagram. You can find her on Facebook, and exactly the same name, Motherland Essential Oil. So definitely check her out, because she has some really great products. Both of our Lioness Queens have really great products that you should check out. You know what I mean? And so again, we're trying to support, right, our own, especially our own women. In a way, I mean, I love supporting stores, but why not support other women that have businesses? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about we kind of talked about the holistic wellness piece, and Reverend Sherry, you talked about that holistic piece, and now a lot of people are moving towards, you know, more holistic methods and ways, right? And so holistic wellness is not about focusing on the person, right? It's focusing on the whole person. So that ancient approach considers 4 interrelated dimensional parts. So your physical, your psychological, your emotional, and also your spiritual, and how all of those things interact with each other, right? And so some different practices for holistic wellness, we talked about using essential oils, which is aromatherapy, but chiropractic falls under that. Herbalism falls under it. Massage therapy. I miss going to getting a massage. Okay. Miss COVID messing me up. Miss COVID is messing me up with that. But anyway, I miss Robert Andrews or the Pearl. I don't know if you've ever been there. You are from Maryland, but the Pearl and Robert Andrews.
Yeah.
Okay, I do like Red Door too, but the Pearl, I'm telling you, they got these. They serve you warm brownies. But anyway, okay. Yes.
Grand Hyatt in Chesapeake is good too.
Who?
The Grand Hyatt.
Grand Hyatt in
Chesapeake. Yes.
Okay. Also therapy, yoga, meditation, acupuncture, physical therapy falls under holistic wellness, nutrition, and personal training. So these are just other ways, right, that holistic wellness kind of takes into consideration all those 4 dimensions that you know, try to make us whole from all 4 areas. And so my question for you, Reverend Sherry, let's say this. What do you use? What essential oils do you use for your psychological and physical well-being?
Well,
I mean, in products. So it could be in products, not necessarily the oil itself. It could be in something with hair, something with nails, something with lotion.
So I have used the tea tree oil. I think it's tea tree. No, rosemary. I'm sorry, rosemary for hair stimulation. Got a bald spot or something because of, you know, tension on your hair, and your hair has come out for whatever reason. Rosemary is very good. And then if you sniff that stuff, it'll open your sinus as well. But let me tell you about one of my key things. Woo, 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 woo. I love smell goods. And I love fragrances. You know, these things, the plugins that we use, Glade, and all of those, they,
Mhm.
I've heard that they're not good for us because of the chemicals and stuff like that. But I have this thing called Zoom Mist. Anybody heard of Zoom Mist?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, and you got the lavender one, don't you?
I have the frankincense and lavender.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I have the frankincense and myrrh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so just to spray that around my house makes my house smell good and makes me feel good as well.
Oh,
So
that gives you life. There we go. There you go.
that does give me life. I didn't want to say that though right then and there. I didn't think it was time to say that, but this does give me life. They sell it at Wegmans, Safeway. I've seen it at Safeway. Where have you seen it?
Mom.
Moms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a,
Moms.
yeah.
I'm telling you. And it's a body mist as well. You can use it on your body.
Well,
But I don't.
guess what? When you look at the ingredients, see, that's the piece. That's what we got to start doing a better job of looking at the ingredients of things. The
Yeah.
first ingredients is water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I can see why. And when you even look at the bottle, the oil settles up to the top.
Yeah, you gotta
But
shake it up.
90% of it is water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says if whenever you need a little spritz or pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. No chemical embellishers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is great.
Yeah. I agree.
This is great.
So that's funny. We both had ours on the table.
And I was going to talk about the lavender one too, but frankincense and myrrh is my favorite one.
Yeah, this one right here, that one gives me life. So for me, I love that. I'm gonna tell you, you said smell goods. I love smell goods too. I think that's a girl thing. I really we love smell goods. I love the eucalyptus mint from Bath and Body Works.
Is that a candle?
It is a candle. So you can also use candles, ladies, as well, with essential oils. This one is very, like you said, eucalyptus. It really opens up your nasal passageways. I also use it for my hair, like hair products. You were talking about, I forgot, you said rosemary. So I used to create when my hair broke off, I literally created a concoction of essential oils, diluted them with water. And the biggest one was the lemongrass and peppermint and rosemary. Those were the that I used when I lost my hair. And then I also have a diffuser as well. I absolutely love because that, to me, it really can, you can smell it through a whole room, so to speak. And then you can use whatever essential oils you want. That's the piece, you know what I mean? That's the thing about having essential oils at home, because then you can figure out things that you like and scents, that you like. And so definitely I have my new body scrubs, and I've even made a body scrub as well, a lemon and lavender body scrub. And I love that. And then shower melts. And so I love shower melts. And that is something that I found where you can create like this aromatherapy spa with the steam from that melt. And so I'm really excited because tonight we are going to make them.
Woo!
And we are going to do that right now live. So are you ready, audience? I hope you're ready. We are excited, excited, excited. So I'm going to transition to the next room and see you in a second.
After these messages, we'll be right back. If I could remember something from Schoolhouse Rock, I would sing that too, but I can't remember. So yeah.
Can you see me? Oh, echo. 1 second. Can you see me?
We can see you and hear you.
Yeah! Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, ladies. All right. So I'm going to make a shower melt live. All right. So first, I'm going to start out with the ingredients. So first, I have baking soda. I have citric acid, which is very interesting because you'll find citric acid actually even in Bath and Body Works bath gels. That's really interesting. They probably don't use a high concentration of it, but it's in there. Arrow powder, arrow root powder. I always get that name confused. Cannelin clay and menthol crystals. I also have my silicone mold. As you can see, you can also use an ice tray if you wanted to. My mold is kind of big. Witch hazel. I have my essential oils, which I'm doing lavender and tea tree today. And then I have some dye that I'm going to use to color my shower melt. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then I have for my menthol crystals, you have to actually melt them because they're crystals. And I just put them in like a teaspoon of olive oil, and then I melt them in hot water. And so I have that. I have my little ingredient list. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing you need is, first thing I start off with is the baking soda. So you need 1 cup of baking soda. And when I tell you this is really fast to make, it's really fast to make. Okay, so I pour 1 cup of baking soda in my bowl. Then I'm going to use my citric acid. Citric acid, you only need a half a cup. Then next is my arrowroot powder, another half a cup. And so let me say, I do have a lot of ingredients that I'm using for my shower melt, but you don't have to use all of these ingredients. Some shower melts don't actually require you to use these many. The arrowroot and the cannelin clay, I like using because it holds the shower melt together longer. Okay, so I'm going to mix these up. I'm going to do it kind of slowly because you know how when you put down powder, like baby powder, and the smoke comes up? It kind of does the same thing. So I'm going to mix it kind of slowly here. So, it's not getting in my mouth. I'm not tasting it, right? So I just want all of the powders to mix together really well. It's kind of hard to see because they're all white, actually. So once I have them all mixed up, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my menthol crystals that are melted. So it's an oil now. I'm going to mix that in there. And the menthol crystals actually help give it a stronger scent. So for myself, the ones that I made before, the essential oils don't overwhelm you really at all. And so the menthol crystals kind of gives it more of a boost to help those essential oils to come out. So I'm going to start to put in my essential oils. So first I'm going to use tea tree. And I love tea tree. I'm going to put in about 50 drops. And I'm going to stir it as I go. I love the smell of tea tree. And if you use more or less, it's fine. Tea tree is a very powerful scent. Very fresh scent as well. Then I'm going to add my lavender. So again, I'm mixing as I go. Putting in the drops and mixing in the lavender in this powder here. And the tea tree is strong. I'm smelling it as I'm mixing. And this lavender is strong as well. And am I really remembering how many drops I'm doing? No. The more drops, the more you smell. Okay. So now I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to do it like, I did about 3 sprays of witch hazel. And witch hazel just makes it wet a little bit. You kind of want it the consistency of wet sand. Not too wet and not too dry. Okay. And now I'm going to pour in a little bit of my my dye. So I have a grape color dye. It's in about, I would say a half a cup of water. And so I'm going to pour in about 2 tablespoons worth just to give it a little color. And what happens when you pour the water in, it actually it fizzes up because of the different concoctions, the different powders that I've used. And so again, you just try to keep mixing as much as you can. You will get clumps, and that does happen when you pour in something wet, but you want to try to get all of the clumps out as much as you can. And even with the food coloring, you would think it would turn it really dark, but it doesn't. It doesn't turn it really dark. Right now, it's more of a lavender color. And I'll try to come a little closer. I don't know if you can see the color of it. It's not really, in the white pot, it's kind of hard to see. And so you just keep mixing until you get that consistency that you need. Right? Because again, if I put it in my hand and squeeze it, it should be able to hold its form. And that's kind of what you want to do with the shower mouth. So when we transfer it into the mold, when it dries, it will really, it will hold and won't break up. Okay? So you just keep mixing it up. Keep mixing it up. Keep mixing it up. And it's starting to get more wet than dry. And I'm continue to mix up here. I'm going to add a little bit more witch hazel to it. I did about 4 sprays of the witch hazel. So it's a nice color that I like. It's a nice lavender. Your arm gets tired mixing. Your arm gets tired, but it's okay. Yep, it's almost ready for me to put into the mold. Almost ready, almost ready. I'm gonna spray it one more time. So I kind of do a few sprays just to wet it a little bit so it can kind of get that consistency of wet sand, okay? Because again, you don't want it too wet and you don't want it too dry. I want it to be the consistency of, if I put it in my hand, it'll hold. And so when I put it in my hand right now, it did hold its form. So now I'm going to go ahead and transfer. Again, doesn't take long at all. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer into this silicone mold. So I just use the same measuring cups that I used. So I put it in and then I push down on it. So that I have a flower, actually, silicone mold, really pretty flower ones. And again, they come in different sizes, different shapes. You can just find the ones that you like. They have heart shapes, but like I said, you can also use ice trays, okay? Push it down. And I just do the next one. I try not to fill it all the way up, and I'll show you why I don't do that. Actually, my silicone mold is they're really big. Oftentimes, a lot of them are not this big. So again, it just all depends on what size you get. And so for me, when I use these, since I use the arrowroot powder and the camelin clay, my shower melts normally last a week. And so when you use a shower melt, you don't put them directly in the shower water because they will definitely just melt away. So you want to put them in a place, a location where they occasionally get wet and produce those scents that you need and produce that aroma that you need to open up your passageways. Definitely it helps me with my allergies. And I love to do deep breathing exercise in the shower as well with them. And that's also very, very beneficial. Breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide, especially with the essential oils. So again, I'm just filling up each cup that I have here. This one I didn't put enough in, I can tell. So you want to just, like I said, you want to just kind of make sure you push it down so it fills in all of those little grooves, I would say. Like I said, I have flowers. But mine lasts a week, which is really good. It's really, really actually good. Again, pushing it down. And I put it on like a baking tray just so it stays flat. So I just that's all that I have it on is a baking tray to keep it flat. And so for me, this makes 5 melts. So these 5 melts can last me 5 weeks. So the one thing with the melts, they typically take 48 hours actually to dry. But actually I have some that I can show you that I've already made. Let me get those. And so I'll come up close to the camera so you can see them. So this is kind of what they look like. These were, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, so that's kind of how they come out. So you see how you really need to push them down because they have grooves at the bottom of it, depending on the size that you get. But they come in different shapes. I love the different silicone molds because they really, they really, I like shapes and flowers. And so what I do is, so this is like a little tray, and you can put this tray on the side of your shower, put the shower melt right in it, And then it can occasionally get wet, and then you would get those scents that you need. And the one thing about it is if it is on your wall, then it's close to your nose versus being on the floor of the shower. So it just depends on how your shower, everybody's shower is different. So you have to figure out what's best for you. You just cannot put it always in the direct water because it will actually melt away. Okay. So that is how you make a shower melt. So I'm so excited. I will post it on my YouTube channel. Definitely, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Reverend Dr. Marisha, and I will post that. And I'll also make some more for you so you can see just different ways how to make different shower melts. Actually, I'll also try to make some bath bombs because I know that's something big now. A lot of people use bath bombs. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, Reverend Dr. Marisha. See you on the other side.
I hope you put one to the side for me. That was an awesome demonstration. Unmute yourself.
I'm
There
back.
you go.
I was muted.
Hey, you should have brought one with you.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
No, I'm not muted.
I can't hear you.
I'm not muted.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh no, what happened? So mute yourself again and then try to come back out.
Hey.
Oh, I still can't hear you. What happened? Let's see. All right, we having some technical difficulties, but we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this back. So can you hear me?
I can.
Oh wow, I still can't hear you. Interesting.
What about the kitchen?
I don't know what happened.
Camera.
Huh? You want to write something down for me? Let me okay, write something down for me. So I hope you love the demonstration, audience. Definitely shower melts are not overwhelming. Let's see. Camera in kitchen is off.
Okay.
Yeah, camera in the kitchen is off. I actually kicked the camera out. No. Okay, so you want to try to come out and come back in?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. So let me ask you this. We always do a heart message. Is there a message that you can write down from your heart for our listeners? How about that? We can do that. We can definitely do that. And so again, audience, definitely sign up for my YouTube channel, Reverend Dr. Marisha, so you can see. I'll have the video for the shower melts. And also, if you've ever missed one of our I Am series, actually, this is the 5th one. If you ever miss one, they are all on my YouTube channel. So definitely check them out. We've had some really awesome discussions. Last month, we had Reverend Trinice Perry, who came and really shared some good knowledge with us, and we had a ball. And so definitely check it out. So Reverend Sherry, you have your message? It says, make yourself a priority. Yes. Did you hear that, lady? She said, make yourself a priority. And I'm going to chime in on mine, Reverend Sherry, because mine actually is connected. You ready?
Yes.
Pamper yourself, ladies. Pamper yourself. So, as Reverend Sherry talked about all of the different ways you can use essential oils. It's based on what you like. It's based on your sensitivity. It's based on your needs. It's based on your skin. It's based on your hair, joint pain, whatever the case, right? I think it's at this point, at this juncture, it's time for us to use it in a daily routine, get it into our regimen, right? So they can be used for a dual purpose. They can be used to pamper yourself, but they can also be used for other things, right? Like she talked about, to clean your home. We can use them as wipes. We can use them to clear our passageways. And so it's all about those 4 dimensions: your physical, your psychological, your emotional, and your spiritual. Okay. And so why not use them, right? You have the ability to use them, and you can use them in a way. Nobody deserves it more than you. It is time to learn to set time to give to yourself, plan a time during the week, and pamper yourself. Okay. Yes, yes. Don't be afraid to try something different. Yes, like the shower melt. Again, sometimes they don't, if you look them up either on YouTube, on Google, or Pinterest, sometimes the ingredients it's just either cornstarch or it's just baking soda, right? And the essential oils, and that's it. And so there are a lot of different ways you can make them. I use the clay and the arrow powder root so it lasts longer. But again, try something new. I think this is good during this time to try something new. And so the one thing that I wanted to do to end this session, because where did the time go again, Reverend Sherry?
It's gone.
I wanted to leave you with a quote by Susie Orm. And when I found it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect. So the quote says, "No woman can control her destiny if she doesn't give to herself as much as of herself." And so we always take care of others before taking care of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And you must take care of your physical, your psychological, and your spiritual well-being, right? And that spiritual well-being, that could be a whole episode all by itself. But we challenge you today. Try to plan out one day in your week to pamper yourself, right? Lioness Queens, we must do our due diligence and take care of ourselves. We give so much of ourselves, and we need to learn how to give back into ourselves. Amen. And so I hope you enjoyed this session. We had a ball, a blast. We had a great time. This was a lot of fun. And guess what? We'll be doing another live demo, especially something for the holidays. I think we need something for the holidays. We may not be having family dinner, right? Family dinner.
Some people
that
are.
doesn't stop you from decorating your home. It doesn't stop you, for doing things in the house, right? To make it holiday time, Christmas time, right? And so, man, Reverend Sherry, I can't hear you. I know. Guess what? Me and you must never part. Thank you for joining us. We love you. We love you. See you next time. Bubble bath and she done already planned hers out. Bubble bath and a 5-minute walk. Right. Exercise. That's a whole nother episode too. Okay. All right. Take care, audience. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to call you.